Hello, hello. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Two Legit City on the mic. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? Two Legit City here today. We're getting back into the beach, Mamba. Getting back into the city. And of course, how's everyone doing today? I see you guys over there in chat. Cthulhu, Uglar, Visk. I see you guys over there. Hope you guys are having a good start to the week. Hope you guys are having a good Monday. I just got a text message that said that my bank account got locked up. I don't have this bank account. This is like, man, they're like hitting me with scam bank account text messages right now, man. I think they hit every bank in the book. They hit Bank of America, Chase, Citibank, Wells Fargo. Dude, they're like, you name it, man. They hit it up like every bank, dude. They're fishing hard. Holy crap. Don't click the link, guys. Can't trust it. It'd be like that sometimes, man. And I think last night Mamba bit through my USB cable. Because my USB cable that's by my bed that I use to charge my phone doesn't work anymore. And there's some bite marks on the USB cable too when I woke up. It feels bad, man. The cats did some damage. Alright, we're alive, boys. Alright. So, we are back into the city, and then we had some things we wanted to do. Innocent? I don't know, is he actually innocent? Mamba's also in a very bad spot today. He literally is hiding behind the pillows, and all you see is his head. All you see is Mamba's face stick above the blankets. So no Mamba camp today, guys. It's a bad shot. Alright, so we're back. We have a little bit of demand today. It's not too bad. It's actually kind of nice. That means we're going to be able to get a little bit more population in the city, which is going to be a good thing. At least I think so. Alright, so first things first. I gotta set up my settings. Alright, so looking at this right now, it looks like we want to populate this area to get it started, to get some population rolling through here, which wouldn't be too bad. It'd only be a little bit of getting the power situated. I don't think it'd be too bad, though. I don't think it'd be too bad. I think it'd be pretty straightforward. So, since this is flat, let's start zoning in some commercial that we know they're gonna want. And then this is where it kind of gets weird. We have this area. So normally, we would have something like this. And then we would have shops in between. But because the grid's kind of jank, I'm a little bit reluctant. There we go. So hopefully this is going to be enough to bring the power to here, and then they'll be able to start powering up. And if we get a commercial here and they get power, I will be able to start zoning the area behind them. The water pipes are already done, so can't really be mad. And then this area, we can't really zone. It's a hill. I mean, we could zone it. It's just, it wouldn't be too nice. And then I gotta massage this side to smooth it out so that it's not as bad looking. I probably have to redo the grid on this side slightly. Like, this can't be a grid out that far out. I mean, we could keep it. It just wouldn't look good. So I would rather not have it be kind of ugly like that. And then I gotta make this one a little bit smoother, which makes sense. I would want these to be smooth if possible. Alright, so what we wanted to set up today was we wanted to redo this freeway. We'll get to that in a little bit, but we have to decide which one of these do we probably use both for a little bit of an area. This looks like a nice beach. It really does, with the sand on the coast, the fact that it goes into the water a little bit smoothly. It's not too bad. The only thing about it really is that we don't get any housing here. So we could literally just make like a beach just as a park. That's probably going to be an afterthought though, as we have to terrain or terraform everything here so that we have a good setup for the harbor, the cargo harbor that we will want over here. It wouldn't be just a cargo harbor. I think we're going to do a combo of cargo harbor. And then I'm going to do drilling for the industry. It might be oil that we do it on. But yeah, there's the seabed offshore drilling platform. I'm probably going to want to utilize those. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. And I'm thinking this is good options. Because I wanted the ore to be drilled from here, and then there's no oil to be pumped here. Although we could make an oil pumping area, I just didn't want to. I thought that maybe instead we could have the oil over here, and then have that be delivered via the freeway. And then once we have that situated, we'd be able to start leveling up the oil industry, and then the ore industry at the same time. And then we'd be able to utilize some of the unique factories. I mean, right now we get the steel plant, which looks amazing. It's a nice, large, industrial-looking building. But I want to get some of the other ones as well. So that's what I was thinking, would utilize that. But as you can see, there's a little bit of a height discrepancy. I have to go down to here. We're up top. That's around like 30 meters. That's going to be fun to navigate through. Alright, so we got that situated. We might as well get the people in. Oh, no power. Okay, I guess that wasn't good enough. Alright, so now they should have power. They should have water. Oh, I'm paused. There's a little bit of a power issue. I can budget that. And then it's just a little bit of water. So water pumping. Okay, and then the water sewage should be alright. We're using for the water treatment plants. I'll get another one in, why not? Alright, so with that, we should be good on water. Power is already fine. And then we could start getting the citizens in. I will want to cut through so that we have that one space gap, as I love to have the one space gap. And then of course the shops are going to need to grow so that the citizens have a place to shop. I have to just kind of guarantee that we take that, so we have to push that back once we're ready. But it should be okay. Alright, now with that zoning's in place, we'll just have to wait a little bit, but it should be okay. Alright, now let's start checking this out. So when I build a harbor, that's train. Alright, you see how tall that is? That's not the business. And what height is this at? 79. This is at 70. Okay. So I want to go lower than that. So I was at 70. I think I take a 60. Okay. We should probably take the same height as one of the other layers. 69 is the lowest. I probably have to go lower than that, huh? What's the harbor over here? 62. 62. And the height we're dropping down from is 140. Okay. So 140 minus 20 steps, that's 60, that goes down to 80. 80 to 60, that is around, oh, that's possible. So 6442 is probably legit. Okay, let me do some, oh, there's my phone. All right, let's do some quick math. Hello? So we're at 140 minus 64. That's 76 divided by 3. Oh, that's not good math. Wait, what? 140 minus 60 is 80. 80 minus 64 is 16. Oh, that's divided by, yeah, it's not divided by 3. So it's 65 or 62. Okay, that's fair. So that's why my other harbor was at 62. Okay. That's honestly a pretty good height. Right here. That's honestly a pretty good height. Let's look at 65 and see how bad that is. There it is. I was like, that's not the right harbor. All right, so it should be over here. So click down and then push up. Okay, so since I'm clicking and holding, I could just easily undo this if I don't like the height. All right, so it's kind of right here. That's the height I'm thinking about taking. Now, looking at that. Is that good height? Do I want to lower this? All right, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna look at this one. We're gonna turn this on. We'll get a water pipe here, but we'll get an advanced wind turbine just like that. And I will make a makeshift water tower. And then water treatment plant. There we go. So now what we should get is boats to start coming. I want to see the height, man. I want to see the height. I want to see how the the boats look like when they start docking. What do you mean? You have a water treatment plant right here. It's operating. It's operating. So that's the idea. We're gonna wait for a boat to drop people here. There's not gonna be a lot of places to go yet, so it's gonna be just kind of stagnant. But I want to see when a ship docks how it looks like, and I think we will get at least one ship, regardless of the type of connection we have right here, because it does connect to the city, so they're able to go in. It's just it's not that great. It's not that great. And the poop water is thinning out to the point where it's gonna, just be gone. So that's kind of nice. All right, so we'll wait for that. Let me compare water level as well. So the water is at this height, which is a 5664. When I go over to here, the water level is at this height. It's the same water height. Okay. So whatever we see here is going to be pretty accurate for whatever happens here. Okay. Let me undo that though, so that we don't have that issue. That's the first time I clicked it. I can undo that as well. All right, so, okay. We're gonna chill while we wait for that to work. That means we'll just get to work with some zoning elsewhere. Shouldn't be too bad. Looking at the queries, not too bad. We wanted to keep this. I guess it could be here. I want to smooth out the uphill. I think that might be extended to this part, to be honest. An extended uphill looks nice. Now the problem is that having this being uphill too is not that great of an option. or because it's wide enough, it could actually be not bad. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we have it here as our first line, and then that's the curve, and then we have that go uphill. I want a little bit of buffer before it goes into the turn, so we'll just use a 5-point buffer. And then from that point, it's... I don't know why this is arbitrarily chosen, but we have something here. So here to here is 160, and then that's a 11. That's fine. Okay, so let's just delete all this. Let's take this, which is at a 140. It's probably a 42. This is going to be at 50, and we're going to push this in. All right, now we take the slope tool. We take this part, and we take that part. So now we have a nice smooth slope. That's going to be ideally what we want to have, to be honest. And once you click, you don't want to let go. Now, of course, you see how wide the lines are? That's actually perfect. That means that we got a nice setup for ourselves, and I'm happy with that. Now, of course, there's a little bit of downside. I hope the water doesn't spill in from the lake up top. That's the one thing I'm a little worried about. Alright, should be fine. This goes down. So then it was what? Here? And then here? That goes across. That goes across. That's deleted, that's deleted. And then this should be the setup to have a nice smooth uphill. See, the uphill is more gradual now, instead of having the lines closer. This means that I could actually get a full house to be plotted right between the grid lines, and it would be a lot smoother that way, which is why I wanted to do so. We could live with that. That's a little bit of a blemish, but you can't really tell. Okay, so that means we don't need that as well. It's pretty good. And then this feeds out to there. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so yeah, we did have this push in because we didn't want the top to actually be that large. And then we wanted this to be a declining switchback road to get to the harbor area. Now, it looks like... yeah, this is going to have to get down to there, which shouldn't be too bad. The harbor is going to be here. Harbor, cargo harbor. It's going to be here. I probably sack this beach because we already have 2 other beaches. So we'll probably have to use this for drilling, oil drilling, which means I probably pull back the sand. You want the stability with the dirt, to be honest. And then we have this side, this large landmass that's seemingly hilly in both up and down. And I don't know what I want to do with it. We could utilize it with the highway if I wanted to make a nice large sprawling city. That could be later if we decide to, you know, choose to do something like that. Wouldn't be a bad option. But I need to keep that in mind when terraforming. Alright, any boats? Any boats? We have a harbor line, right? It comes from here. Okay. Okay, maybe we spawn our own boat when enough people go to it. This guy going to work? Leaving the city. Okay. Maybe we get enough tourists leaving the city that we spawn our own boat. Come on, man. Can we get some boat spawners? Boat spawners in chat? We getting people visiting over here, man, actually. There's people going out of their way just to drive here. There's a good amount of them. Like, it's kind of weird. We get a car specifically coming here just to go take the harbor. Never lucky, huh? All right, we'll check back. We'll check back. I hope I don't miss it because I want to see that height. There's no other way for me to check, I don't think, either. Oh, there it is. The man is stuck. No, he's good, he's good. Okay. I just need a 1. They gave me 2. I'll take it. Alright, so we enter the... Ah, of course they spawn a boat the moment a new one spawns. God damn it, man. I missed it. It's a small window. I lose like 30 seconds. It's not too bad. Alright, so look at the height. I might have to take this height. I might have to make it lower. Alright, so he's going to do the Tokyo Drift. He's going to turn to the right. Oh, he turns to the left. To drift into parking. Okay. Alright, so looking at the height, the Marina 2, this is not bad. This height, the boat docking, this is pretty good. Like some of the bridges right here that go into the building, they kind of line up. This could have been a little bit lower though, but I think it's fine. There's no way to really cross that, but it is what it is. Alright, so this is the docked position. So I guess it's like entrance A, entrance B. But I'm happy with this height, so we'll take this height and utilize that the other side. So this is a 62. So we'll have to take the 62, 42. Okay, so that's going to be here. So I did want this side to be specifically the cargo harbor, and this side to be drilling. Alright, so... Oh, that's the wrong tool. Holy crap. Here we go. Okay, so we push that down, because that's the height where we want the harbor to be at. Alright, so when we do this like this, this means that I want this height to be about where I want the height level of the highway to be. If not, I think I do a minor decline, which means that I go up maybe at most 9 meters to do a subtle decline from here to here. In which case, I would still terraform this out. Realistically. Like, there's no way that changes. Now, of course, we probably want this height here as well, unless... Oh, yeah, because that's going to be oil drilling. Yeah, that's right. We could have the oil drilling come out here as well. I wouldn't want to, though. Although it is possible. We could have this entire curve right here be just oil drilling. And have it come off of one side. That kind of changes the design. And I was thinking about doing a single point urban, which doesn't make sense for an industrial zone. Honestly, it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't. We could do a 3-way interchange over here, though. Getting into that. If not, and we do a 4-way interchange that goes across, I would need that to be not small, but somewhat able to handle a little bit of volume. Even though it's... Yeah, if I put it on both sides, I would have double volume on one side. It just doesn't feel like this is an oil drilling area. It doesn't make sense. And then I might just keep that uninhabited, so that this is the only area that's habited. Make the single point urban and have it, Alright, let me think about this real quick. If I do have a single point urban, it's gonna look like this. I need flat ground to build this, though. Yeah, like right here. So I go like that. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. That goes like this. That goes like that. right? That's how the points look like. So you wouldn't have that, right? And then that side, this side. So you come in, make a right, come in, make a left. And then if I make a right, it's this way. That goes that way. And then if I want to make a left this way, I go in, cross here. Because these guys are making a left here. So me going here to make a left here kind of crisscrosses them. That's very small, very minor. I could get away with a single point urban. I probably could. I'm thinking about the volume over there. It's probably never going to be too bad that it's going to call dishes like that. I probably do that for now and then come back with a more proper design if the interchange demands it. Yeah, we'll go with that. So since we have that, and I do want this to be a little bit lower, but not this low, we'll just add in 9 meters and we'll take the 71. Okay. I just realized this 71 needs to probably go out all the way to here. So that drips to here. Oh, that's about where the bridge is. So that's actually fine. Okay. So major transformation. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. And really, oh, 42,000. Oh, man. When I click that, I terraformed accidentally. That didn't count. This is permanently there. Oh, come on. I flattened this because of the pop out. Oh, come on, dude. This game. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. So what happened was that when we got the milestone, the pop-up popped up and I reached to click OK. Apparently, I could let go my mouse while doing this, click on that, and it's still held down the entire time, which is how I got those bumps. This game feels bad. I mean, it is what it is, though. Alright, so we're lowering the sand to the appropriate level that I kind of want it to be at, which is at the 71 height. We might have to have it go lower after we see the height on the islands that we connect to, like from here to here. But we got to do this. I don't like this highway being very bumpy and ugly. I'd rather have controlled height. I need to be in control. All right. So it's a lot better this way. The water's closer to the top level of the terrain. It feels like it makes more sense. Okay, so we're gonna have to redo the highway soon. right. Pretty good. So what's the height over here? It stays elevated. So what's the top height? 105. Oh. Okay. These island mounds are a little bit awkward then. Alright, I think I know what I'll do. I think for now, we'll take this height and we'll force the bridge to go in at the height. And then we'll keep the rest of the highways kind of jank looking, because we're not going to want to manipulate that. We might eventually, but for now, this is like mad jank. They start up on a slight uphill before going straight downhill into a bridge. Seems legit. That's a jank bridge though, man. And yeah, I think I do have to fix it. There's no way around it. Alright, so from here to here, we're going down to 71. The height over here is at 140. Okay, that's gonna be fun times. The height over here is 149, so it's slightly taller. So I have to go downhill on the entire turn. I think I have to. And then from there, I think I just do a minor... Because I don't want a straight line. I think I'm going to have minor curves. Very subtle, slight minor curves. We are going to have straight shots though. Just so that I could have the potential of adding a new highway later on. But because of how I want to make this like a hillside, mountainside, that you kind of have to look up towards. That you want this going downhill the entire time, I think. And because of the height you have to make up. It is long enough though, so that the highway is not going to be like a drop. Oh shit, that's not right. We gotta give them the space. Alright, so... I need thresholds. And for me to settle on that, I need to have set heights. So... one to here. Here to here is the same distance from the dirt road right here all the way to here, and then here to here should be about the same distance. So this is going to be a half drop and then another half drop. And because it's downhill, I think it's going to have to be like that. And I think if we... Hi, what's going on? I'm Meyer. I just followed. Is there no alert? No alert for followers, because there used to be a bot that would come in with 1,000 bots and then follow. And then the alert would stay on for the entire stream and you couldn't see the stream anymore. There used to be malicious bots that would literally follow like 1,000 bots, and then they would get banned the next day. So yeah, as a result, I still have them off because of some malicious individuals on the internet. But yeah, sorry about that, man. But hey, welcome on in. Doesn't mean we don't welcome you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd be happy to help. Otherwise, if you guys do follow, I hate to call out the lurkers as well. If they like the channel, like the vibes, maybe they like to have us in the background. I don't want to call them out either. But hey, if you do say something, I will say something back. So hello. Hope you are well, and hope you're having a good start to the week. But yeah, the internet's a crazy place from time to time. Alright, so I'm thinking that's going to be fine. And I'm thinking that if we do expand out to here, it's going to be also declining or maintaining height at a certain point. So I think it'd be okay. What are you building? I'm thinking about redoing the highway. So as you can see, when I have my city built, I have structure with the highway, right? And my interchanges. Over here, from this point of the bridge, the map developer messed up the highway. And it doesn't, you know, run parallel like you should like this. So because of that, I have to fix the map developer's mistakes. And the map developer fucked up from here all the way to the edge of the map. And because I know this is a developer, because I can't do anything here. I can't delete it. That whoever made this. And this is like the jankest highway known to man. Like, not only is it like 2 bridges, the bridge's width is kind of jank. It's not even perfectly straight. Like, it's kind of crooked. Once you get to land, it gets worse. Right? The bridges don't even line up at the same node. And then you go across and it gets even worse. I have a question. Go ahead. What's the question, man? So because of this bad highway, I kind of want to fix it. At least I'm going to fix it up until here. Because I didn't like how this bridged early and that bridged late. And it's like incline, different heights. So we're just redoing the highway so that's a little bit nicer looking. And we're going from here. And another reason why is because I'm going to be utilizing the harbor line right here. We have a ship line on the ocean, so I want to utilize that. If you go onto a map and delete the highway, make a new one at a whole different edge of the map, would people still come through? Like if I change where your outside connection is. Wait. If you go into a map and delete the whole highway, make a new one at a whole different edge of the map, would people still come through? So let me break down how it works. So the answer is yes in the short run, but it affects the game. So if you didn't know, basically each edge of the map right here, this is one edge of the map, this is one edge of the map, and then this is one edge of the map, right? So, you know, there's 4 edges of the map. Each edge of the map has potentially 1 highway, 1 train line, and 1 airport line that you can add in. If you want to do multiple highways from the same edge of the map, you could only do that in map editor. You cannot do that during the game, even with mods. Now, how that affects the game is, yes, you will still have people spawn in, because as long as it connects to the edge of the map, you're connected to another city. Each connection you have, whether it's a road connection, in this case right here, this is a ship connection or an airplane connection. On this side, we have a railroad connection. Each one of these is a import-export line, potentially. So if you go into your outside connections, whenever you build generic industry, you're typically going to overbuild in the beginning, and you're going to have to sell the extra products to your neighbors. That's what that affects. So the fewer the highway connections you have to the outside edge of the map, the fewer cities you have to trade with. Meaning that your top end number for your imports and exports is going to be a lot lower. If you were to play a map called Pine Rivers, which I believe comes with the Green Cities DLC, there is literally only 1 highway connection coming in. And because of that, if you get up to 2,000 exports, you're going to get the issue on your generic industry that says not enough customers or not enough buyers for the products. So yes, you would still have people move in, zone in like normal. However, by deleting one of the connections, you have 1 less city to trade with. So watch out for that. So that means that if you decide to not build any generic industry and you want to import everything so that your commercial has goods, because if your commercial, your blue zoning right here, doesn't have goods to sell, they can't sell anything. So yeah, you'll still have people move in though, if that's all you're worried about. Otherwise, yeah, that's what it is. Hope that helps, man. Gotcha. Alright, so my map editor doesn't work. It happens, man. This game is super buggy. This game, if you load up a game, right, and you play with mods, and what happens is that if you load a game and you play with mods, and then you exit to main menu here after playing for a while, and you load up a new save file, or reload up your old save file, let's say that you messed up and you go to the main menu and you want to load it back up, it doesn't load. Just by playing with mods from the workshop, the game can't load twice. You literally have to quit the desktop and then relaunch the game to start playing again. This game is very buggy. There's a lot of crashing issues with this game, and it's been like that out of the box. It's never been fixed, so I would imagine it being fixed anytime soon. It's been 7 years. Oh, you're more of a detailer? Good luck, man. I hope you have enough RAM, because that's probably what you're running into a lot of the times. When you have that many assets and mods hogging all your memory, you might run into the ran out of virtual memory issue, and then your game just freezes or blue screens or crash the desktop. How much RAM do you have, dude? Especially if you're a detailer. That's probably the most important computer spec for you. 32. Oh, you're actually good. I see you over there, man. Good stuff, good stuff. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. So I got an idea. So 140 to 71. That's about 70 units. It's really 69, but I'm gonna take 70 because it's easily broken up into 2 sections. There's gonna be 35 units and then 35 units. So in most cases, I'm probably just gonna take 35 minus, pick an arbitrary point in the middle and have that decline to there, and then just do the second half decline. I want it to be as smooth as possible though. Maybe I should do controlled straights and controlled declines. Maybe. I'll have to have a settled on line though, but I think I have the idea. Morning, I see you out there. What's going on, Protopoly? I'm making an island right now based off of New Zealand. Oh, good luck, man. One of the worst things to make in this game is tunnels. And I know New Zealand has a lot of motherfucking mountains. Making tunnels in this game is a goddamn travesty, man. I will say that. So, good luck, buddy. That's all I'll say. It's literally the worst mechanic in this game. It's arguably worse than water, which is actually the worst mechanic in this game. But yeah, the tunnel feature in this game is non-existent. Good luck, dude. What about 3 sections out of 23? See, I could do that, Danger Close, but the thing is that ballparking 3 segments into a third is harder than ballparking a segment into 2 halves. I'm in SoCal, so it's even worse. Oh, I see you, man. Yeah, I feel you, man. We don't have that many tunnels in SoCal. I mean, we do. We have a handful, but it's not a lot. I live in SoCal too. It's not that bad. We have some, but it's not like we go uphill, not through them. like look at the hills, man. We go uphill. We don't go through them though. Not that often. Goose the Boss. What the heck? Dude, that's a name I haven't seen in a minute. How have you been, Goose the Boss? How are you? We're doing all right over here, just trying to stay cool. Just trying to, you know, not overheat in the summer weather. I mean, it's not summer yet, but it's getting there. But how are you, though, Goose the Boss? How have you been? I'm gonna push this out slightly, just to get a little bit more space. Just cut through them. Not too often, though. Not too often we cut through them. New Zealand sucks, though. Like, the mountains over there are more extreme. And then it's like, overall, they don't have that much landmass either. Alright, so 140 height. Do I want to actually measure out all the distance? Oh, I see you over there. That's a drive, man. That's a drive. Yeah, that's a drive right there, man. So here to here, and then here to here. All right, random line. So if I go here to here, right, that's 4840. here to here. This is 16. 17. That's a 34. Oh, it's actually not enough. So I gotta pull this back. It's like right here. Yeah, that's about right. I'm fine, thanks. Too busy, much work. Here in Brazil, it's getting cold, the autumn. Oh, I see you over there. You guys get a lot of snow over there? Who's the boss? I don't know the weather down there, how it is. I hate making bays. Bays are not bad. I looked into it. It's honestly not that bad once you have a couple of mods. The thing that helped me out the most is making keys. Like what I have over here is I have a low tide quay, and then I have a parking lot, and then this is kind of where the beach parking is, and then the beach housing is on the top tier right here, and we have a little bit of a walking path for them to get down to the beach area. I haven't detailed it yet. I'm gonna come in with some walking paths and you know, have actual trails for them. And because this is car accessible, I could put the in-game beach volleyball courts right here. Have that zone on the edge. So I get beach volleyball at the beach. I also get pathing, and then I'm gonna make a park life park. Make a park area, and then I'm gonna use the assets right here from the park. It's probably gonna be the nature reserve stuff. They have bonfires and stuff that they could make that we could use as like a bonfire site or a campfire site for the people, and then we'll just come in with some umbrellas, the parasols right here, have that on a prop line tool, and get some beach towels for them, and it'll look like a beach. They'll walk around to the citizens to go to beach volleyball, walk up and down this path, park here to go to the park, and by putting the bonfires around, it acts as an attractor, so you get some foot traffic, which is one of the things I hate about detailing. Everything looks great, but the citizens never use anything properly. So because of that, I tend to go with a hybrid version like that. What's happening here? Oh, there's no through traffic setup. Okay, I gotta set that up. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Through traffic, please. I was wondering why they were slowing down on the round for no reason. That was jank. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan. And the thing I found that helped out the most when making bays, especially when you're making things like a breakwater or a pier or a harbor, is these keys. Especially if you have them with surface painter. You could paint concrete on top of them like this, and then it looks like a nice industrial harbor. So in my opinion, that's you know, one of the things I think it's necessary. No snow in Brazil? Okay, cool. Didn't know you guys didn't get snow. I guess it's too warm, huh? I imagine, because I don't really get snow here either. I'm making a main bay on the island. Downtown will be kind of like Auckland. Huh? Nice, nice, nice. Tropical country. Where I live, it's rainy in the summer. I get like no rain ever, dude. Feels bad. Unfortunately, gotcha. Zubu-san, hope you're doing well. Hey, Spilla Boy Hero, how are you? I see you, man. How is the new week? How was the Mondays? How you doing so far, my dude? Alright, so we're gonna take the minus 35 here and go to 105, and then that's gonna be my new heights. It's very arbitrary. I'm just doing this just to do it. It snowed here 2 years ago. The last time I saw snow was when I went snowboarding. And it wasn't even real snow. It was snow from a machine. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. And it really do be like that sometimes. We got that man-made snow over here, man. We get no snow, man. No Jon Snow, no real snow. It'd be like that, man. Thank you. I'm good. How are you? We doing all right. Is Billy Boy Hero? we just trying to redo some highways so that they don't look like eyesores. You know how it would be as Billy Boy. I like to take my time and make sure all the roads look nice. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Adding in a new highway. The interchange, though, it's going to be not too bad. It's going to be more on the simple side. So, but nonetheless, we got to make things look right. I love Cali because you literally do everything. Cali is nice. All right. Hey, Sim Games, Mr. Tony, coming in with the raid. Thanks so much, Mr. Tony. Appreciate the raid. And of course, welcome in raiders. My name is Too Legit City, and we're playing some of that city Skylines. I'm flattening the ground because I'm bad at the game. So please, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to help you guys out. But of course, man, thank you so much for the raid, Mr. Tony. How was the stream? Talk to us about that, man. How was all the things? How was the Skylines, my dude? I see you over there. Last time I saw snow, my power was out all day. Yo, rip Cthulhu, man. That's scary times. Too Legit doesn't know where Brazil is. Brazil is right next to Spain, right? No, I'm just kidding, man. It's in South America. It touches like almost every country in South America. It's like the entire like side of South America is Brazil. One side of it. You go snowboarding, beach, mountains, forest, cities, theme parks, amusement parks, etc. That's true. But the problem with that is we get forest fires, so we're losing the forest in the parks. Happy Monday, legit. Happy Monday indeed. Happy Monday, is that a thing? I don't know about Happy Monday, man. But it's a new week. Hope you're doing well, Tony. Used to live in Cali. I miss it. Yo, man, I have friends that move out from Cali that I met in college. They all say I miss the food. I miss the food. That's the biggest thing I get from all of them. They go, I miss being drunk and then getting Korean barbecue at any time of the night. They're like, Korean barbecue is the best when you're drunk. I want to eat food. And I was just like, yo, man, y'all missing out. Y'all missing out on the Mexican food too. They're like, yeah, I miss the Mexican food as well. I have friends that moved to New York. They're like, I miss the Mexican food. Like, they have it over here, but it's not the same. Like, the other food's good, but man, I want to get some of that Mexican food all the time, man. All the time. You're working on making real life Ottawa today. Nice, nice. How much did you get done, man? You got forest fires. Cali has some of the best Mexican food in the US. 100%, man. We're right next to Mexico. Makes sense. Food and the ocean and Yosemite. Hey, yo, man. I see you over there, Danger Close. All right. This is where we do the big pause. Safety save. I might have already messed up, though. Might have already messed up. Oof. Pop is 87k out of about 250k, so it's gonna be a long road. Hey, you have a Mamba. No, my Mamba is a kitty cat. If you want to see my Mamba, here it is. It's my kitty cat. He's a black cat. And you could probably see behind him, I have a Kobe Bryant jersey and a Kobe Bryant poster. So he's called the Black Mamba. And you could probably tell why. But he's napping right now. That's why he's called the Mamba. He's a black cat. And my favorite basketball player of all time was Kobe. I grew up watching him, man. And as a SoCal resident, man, the hypest moment of my childhood was... Let me tell you guys a story. So when I was little, right, I was you know, elementary school. I was still young. Not elementary school. I was going to school. I was young. And, you know, I think I was like in 5th grade or something. Maybe I was in 6th grade. I was really young. And I was just minding my business. So I had siblings. I still have siblings, but they don't live with us anymore, right? Because they moved out. So my siblings, they're a lot older than I am. Like a lot older. So the smallest difference between me and my siblings is like 10 years. right? That's the smallest gap, and the biggest gap is a lot larger. So because of the age difference between my siblings, guess what? I never had a shot at controlling the TV, meaning that whatever they wanted to watch, I had to watch as well, right? You guys know how it is, being a little brother. Dr. Evil, hope you're doing well. So what happened was that they were watching the Laker game, right? So I was like, all right, whatever. I don't really know what basketball is. So I just kind of was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I was just chilling. I had some toys. So you got to understand, back in the day, we didn't have iPads for everybody. I literally had the fucking toy cars and the dolls and shit and the action figures. Like, it was non-electronic. That stuff was imagination, creativity. You know how it is. Back in the day, we were struggling. They don't know about that nowadays, though. They got iPads. They got the App Store, right? And it was wild. So I was being creative. But the thing with that is, you only get so much creativity. After a certain point, you kind of like, I'm bored. Like, that's just how it is, right? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they don't think it be like it is, but it do. And it really do be like that sometimes. So when that happened, I was, we were chilling. So I ended up watching TV with them. So I sat there, and my siblings were pissed, like, oh man, Lakers down, we playing Portland. Oh man, Rasheed Wallace, man, this motherfucker should foul down, but he's whatever. So I didn't understand word what they were saying, right? Because I didn't know basketball at the time. Out of nowhere, they just started watching, and they didn't say a thing. I was like, what's going on? And then out of nowhere, it's silent, and all you hear is Kobe to Shaq, and everyone in the house was like, yeah, and I jumped up too, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I was a little kid, so I wasn't cursing, so I was like, what's going on? And I was just jumping with them. They're like, the Lakers win, I was like, oh my god, who the Lakers? I was a kid, I didn't know what was going on, man, but I remember that moment because of how hyped it was. Like, I didn't know what was going on, and I was still excited, right? Like, that's how hype it was. It was one of those moments that you had to be there 100% of the time. You had to have been there. And that's how it started. That's how the Laker fandom started. Believe it or not, man, I started young. But yeah, that's a Kobe jersey, baby. And that's why he's called the Black Mamba. That's a core member right there. Yeah, man, that's the beginnings of the fandom. You got to remember those days. If you don't, when they say you gotta remember your roots. If you can't remember how it started, why are you even there now? I started young too. I always liked basketball. You know what's funny? I always liked basketball too, and it was because we played it at school. We played it at school, and then when watching, it was always the most exciting. I think that's what won it for me. Baseball and football, like, I get it, it's a sport, but when it comes down to it, watching the games, it's just too like stop and go, versus like in basketball, it's go, you only stop when someone gets a foul. Right? So it's like, oh shit, that's a fun time then. Football greater than all. See, the thing about football is it's too much running, man. The court's too big. That's really what it is, Professor Dr. Wow, in my opinion. I get it, it's great, but it's like, man, do they run for like 30 minutes, man? Like, it's cool, but y'all need to do something exciting over there. Y'all gotta do something exciting. I still have no idea what's going on in basketball. Hey, don't worry, Cthulhu. Don't worry, man. It's all good. Alright, so we're gonna have the marker be right here. I could have this be a straight shot, but I don't think that really works in my favor. So instead, I think I need to start a decline, set a curve, and then once I get that curve angle, I need to set a curve into angle. I think that works. I actually sort of played basketball and earned the title of MVP. How old were you, man? MVP? What kind of league was that? Used to play street ball right in the street. Beef was settled there. I see you over there, man. We didn't play street ball. We play at the rack. We play at the rack, man. So we play at the park. Street ball is different. You play with whoever's nearby. At the rack, everyone goes to the rack. That's what you get. You know. You realize that maybe you're really not that good. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like a lot of the times, man. That's when you realize, man, maybe I'm not that good. Alright, I'm gonna take the slight curve right here. Nah, I lived in a small neighborhood, knew everyone. Plus, we had a little group. That's cool. That's cool. Gotta have those little groups, man. Okay, so I go out to here. And then I gotta see the midpoint curve distance. In which case they're not giving it to me. Okay, that sucks. Okay, so it needs to be a lot farther out. So we'll take that. Do that. Do this. What the heck, man? Alright, this guy don't want to be nice. Alright, here we go. 540, 580. That's not bad. I will take this to 580. So here to here is a 200. We need to do a 19. That works, right? 560, 580. Okay, I gotta push that back even more. So a 9, it's an 8. Alright, I can take that. Nice. American football. I never got it. That's why I never enjoyed like football Americano. I never enjoyed it. So because I never enjoyed it, I never really got to appreciate the game. You know that saying, right? You gotta appreciate the game. I only understand football because it's basically a religion in Texas. I see over there, Cthulhu. Now the thing is that I've recently learned how to appreciate the game of baseball. I still don't enjoy it. I hate to say that, man. It's truth. 960. 1200. 1000. So that's 22, 960, 3160. And then how long was the curve? This was a 960. So 960, 960, that's about a 42. So it's literally here is the second part of the setup. No, it's not. It's about like right here somewhere. That's not bad. So we could cut this height in half again. That's pretty good. Basketball for me started with MJ and the Space Jam movie when I was a kid. Now basketball have never really been a big thing here. So I didn't really get into it. I liked it because we played it at school. Played it with the homies from time to time. Follow NBA in periods, but never fanatically. It was always sort of a brewing under the surface, I guess. But one day it just kind of just blew up overnight. I've been a fanatic ever since. Yeah, what happens, man? Like it's not an epiphany, but something clicks. And it's like, why not? I don't know. I think a part of it has to do with growing up. And once you're an adult, you start to realize that sports, especially things like basketball, starts to become like really good topics of conversation. And then because of the good topics of conversation, you start to realize that it's like, it's easy to talk about, everyone knows about it. And then because it is what it is, not that we rely on it, I just feel like it's, you know, it's easy to just be like, hey man, you see the Laker game yesterday? And it's like, oh yeah, we know who the Lakers are. Yeah, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, baseball, it's very good in person, very chill. Baseball in person is very chill, 100%. But I will say this, when you're at the stadium chilling, watching baseball, it's not boring, but it's like still like, it's more so you get caught up in the crowd. a lot of the times. Just admit it, you like drinking beer while it's hot. I see a hatchling. Nothing wrong with that, man. I'm just saying. Nothing wrong with drinking some beer when it's hot, man. Hatchling, I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. But yo, I feel you over there, Dr. Evil, man. I don't know why. Now the thing is that I recently learned about the baseball mind games and how it's a little bit... How do I say this? I learned the game within the game. And then the problem I ran into is that even though I learned the game within the game, there was kind of a problem. And that problem had to do with, I guess because I lack experience of watching the game. It's not that I can't follow, but it's like, I kind of need to be spoon-fed the points. Like, I understand it when they talk about it, but I can't see it when it happens. That's what I realized about baseball. It's like, I understand what's going on, but I can't see it as it's happening. So it's like, because of that, I can't enjoy watching it. SPUI provides a point of relatability. Yeah, that's a good point. Depressed, anxious, stressed, and verging on losing my mind, but you know, doing great, hatchling, man. That is, dude. Hope it's gonna go away soon, but it sounds like you're dealing with some things, man. Good luck, buddy. All right, so this is 35. 35 minus... Not minus, divided by 2. That's what? 17.5? So that's what? 9.8. That's a 0.5. So 17. So this is a 22. Yes. So 960, 960. And then this is 1,000. So it's literally here. Okay, so that means here to here is going to be the midpoint, and I need to redo this here, which is fine. I've always been to watch all kinds of sports, but basketball all of a sudden started becoming started being more than others. And then with the Jordan documentary, just clicked because it was really highlighted the things about basketball that just speaks to me in some way. It's dude, yeah. The Last Dance, creating basketball fans around the world. Who would have thought? The Jordan documentary. I see you over there though, Dr. Evil. It's crazy, right? When those things happen, when something like that just kind of clicks, and it's like, dude, where have you been all my life? You know what I'm saying, man? Like, that's kind of just life at that point. Like a good description for it. Sometimes you do something, but the results are never what you expect. It's crazy, man. BRB, gotcha. We'll check you out in a little bit, man. My dad likes to bring a radio to the game and listen to the broadcast. I see you over there, man. Dad likes bringing the radio. Nothing wrong with the radio. Radio's cool. I wonder at that point, though, maybe, you know, the play-by-play is what your dad likes. Which, you know, I could understand. Having the play-by-play is somewhat crucial. So I do need to get this point. That's a 10. Yeah. So that should be up there. Yeah. So this is going to be the hill set. Now from here, we decline from here to here on a smooth set, and then we're supposed to incline from here to here on a smooth set. All right, that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, really? I was already into basketball and OFC MJ because of Space Jam. So I watched it, became an even bigger fan, convinced the homie I was living with to see it. He never gave a F about the basketball, didn't care, convinced him to watch it. And we saw every game we could, play 2K every day afterward. I see what over there. You see the second Space Jam? You see the one with LeBron James? I haven't seen that one yet. I've been contemplating whether or not I should. I'm not even kidding, man. I've been thinking about it. 40, 59, 8, 7, what? 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's a 8. 48. Okay, that's not bad. Basketball statistics are wild. They will hit you with, this is the only third player to hit a triple while Mercury's in retrograde. Dude, that's nothing. Cthulhu. There's a video. It's at a college basketball game, and what happens is like, I guess they were trying to play mind games, but the whatever college that was being aired on TV, they made their own infographics, and one of the infographics was for the opposing star player, and they wrote he hadn't seen his dad since 4th grade as the freaking description. I just couldn't understand, like, who does that? Who does that? Oh, what the heck? J Jam Jim coming in with the rain. What's going on, Mr. Jim? Coming in with a huge raid. My goodness, Shirley Rocks, Chubex, Mama Van, Little Mustard Seed, Bamboo Tuna. Dude, what's going on, man? Pug Rain, I see you guys over there. Let me give a shout out to Jim. J Jam Jim. And of course, the Infinity Simplex. Hello, hello. Welcome, you guys. Jedi, I see you over there. What's going on, you guys? How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a good start to the week. Hope you guys are having a good Mondays. And how was Jimingham? If I'm saying that right. Mr. J Jam Jim, how are you, dude? I heard that you're British now. Something. You're eating bangers and mash. I heard you go to the football game at Man U and get the mashed potatoes with peas. I don't know, man. I seen that over there. I gotta ask you about how that tastes. Yes, I am British now. Yo, man, British Jim, let's go. I see you over there. How is it over there, man? Started our first day of our UK-inspired build, left-hand drive and all. Oh, God. I wouldn't be able to do that. As much as I would, like, love road work, I can't switch my brain to left-hand drive. Because it would drive me nuts. Like, oh, yeah, the roundabout goes this way. You know, I was like, oh, yeah, the roundabout goes this way. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it goes the other way. I'd go insane, man. Pip pip cheerio, indubitably. Jedi, I see you over there. It's great. Nice, nice, man. Good to hear, good to hear. How long are you over there, Jim? Or is it a permanent residency? What's the plan with that? I didn't know you were moving, man. That's Pogslide. But of course, thank you so much for the raid, Mr. J Jam Jim. If you guys don't know Jim, he does a lot of Skylines. He'll do a lot of other games too, like RAF from time to time. So, yo, man, if you guys don't know Jim, check the man out. He is awesome. Also, the Jedi guy over there, he sips on maple syrup every now and then. Live on stream. I remember I saw him bust that out, and I didn't believe how... I always thought maple syrup was very viscous. The viscosity levels was similar to honey. And I saw Jedi chug maple syrup. I'm like, man, that's like very thin. What's going on here? And my life's been a lie. But hey, you guys could see the check marks. You guys know who they are. Oi, mate, what's all this? Then I see Cthulhu. Nah, but we're here for a while. Ending in Amsterdam at TwitchCon. Slow traveling, living and working. Oh, nice, dude. Awesome, awesome. Oh, you're going to TwitchCon Amsterdam. That's a good way to top it all off. That's awesome, Jim. Dude's traveling, man. Good stuff, good stuff. Jim was caught trying to steal pens. Shirley, tell me a story, Shirley. Pixie Sticks, how are you? Welcome on in. Mine was built for chugging. Okay, okay. I could see you over there. There's a quadrillions of syrups over here, and they're all just cold maple syrup. I will also be joining Jim in Amsterdam. Oh, nice. Are you traveling with them, Jedi, or are you just meeting up with them there? But guys, you guys just coming in with the J-Jam Gym raid. Yo, man, my game's paused. That's because we're working on some highways right now. A lot of flying cars, a lot of terraforming we're working on. I gotta make sure to smooth that in, so I can't unpause yet. But to show you guys what we're working on. We're working on a beach city. And this map is actually a pure base game map. We took the base game map and we're trying to make it into a nice, large metropolitan, the best way we can. And of course, that means we do what we do best, and that's road work. So of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. We're playing around with elevations, as you can see, going downhill, doing declining loops, meeting at the same height level, trying to make it so that we have a nice macro level city. So if you guys know what macro level means, that means that when I zoom out, the entirety of it, all of the grids in the city coming together, should somewhat represent a real life city some way or another. And I try to keep it realistic. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We have a couple interchanges, like a stack. We have a park load. We built this ourselves just to accommodate for the situation we need. And we have a custom dumbbell over here that we're trying to manipulate. And we're playing with some mods. I know I play Mod-Lite, but we're playing with some mods today, like the intersection marking tool and the node controller. And of course, I didn't choose to do that. Chat did. They voted on that last time. So we're playing around, learning how to do the things to make nice, cool interchanges. Because the one thing I've always wanted to do after seeing some of the screenshots on Reddit is this. The 4-lane split into the 2-2. And then coming in with the surface painter to paint in some concrete really ties it in. As we could see right here, it's really nice looking. We could also argue that we could put barrels here filled with water, as we would have them in California. When we have a split like this, they tend to have a guardrail. And then inside the guardrail are barrels of water, so that if you crash into it, it stops you from going through. And you kind of just stop the collision right there. So I was thinking about doing that as well, but I didn't have a asset that really fits for that. So it feels bad. Otherwise, we're just building some normal things. This is a weird interchange that I'm kind of happy with because of how it works. Dedicated slip out. Otherwise, you go in, and then this is a split merge to go into the other side. The highway right here, I mean the 4-lane right here, is actually fast enough so that if you're going through, you go through. Everyone here, though, is going to make a left to go into the highway. But yeah, this is our city so far. You can see that we're working on a small skyline at the moment, waiting for some of the zonings to level up. And then we have our grid surrounding it. This side over here, we have a proper beach area that we're working on with a switchback road setup going uphill so that we have some mountainside housing. We have another switchback setup that goes more uphill that connects with the other part of the city. And yeah, you can see that we like the switchbacks, the winding roads, so that we could go up and downhill a little bit more realistically in terms with the incline decline. And strategically, it's also to manage a little bit of the traffic AI, as this is a long drive distance. I don't want too many people taking this instead of the highway. But yeah, working on a lot of things right now, trying to expand, trying to make things look good. We also have a quarry right here that we're redoing. But yeah, sometimes the devs of this game make a really jank highway like this. And if you guys know me, I can't live with this. Like, what happened here, man? The devs, I need you to answer to this travesty. What is this? Like, what happened, man? How did this happen? How do we get the wavy roads? Like, this look mad jank, dude. What's happening over here? So that's what we're doing right now. This connects to right here. And we're redoing the highway right now, trying to massage it down. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to help. Mama then, have a good one. I know you're probably gone, but sorry for the late reply. We'll see you next time. Thank you for stopping by with the J-Jam Gym raid. Beautiful, the roads are beautiful. Thank you guys so much. I actually need to use the marking tool. I've had it forever, and it's just not used it, but it looks so good. Yeah, 100% Jim. I have it on. A lot of the times I just forget to build the markers on it when I should, because he gets some really nice results, 100%. I don't have any right now to show off though. Yo, Dragonheart Wormkin, how are you? It's been a minute, man. Hope you've been well. Hope you didn't catch the Rona or anything. But how are you, dude? How was the days today? How was the Mondays? Maybe it's not a highway, but a roller coaster. Yo, man, you right. Given the design, I think they would have been better off just not having pillars and having it float on top of the water, man. I hate to say that, but it feels that way. Going over water was the Wild West at that point. Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Playing way too much Satisfactory. Nice, man. Good stuff. Good to hear that you're having some fun with that. I'm back. Welcome back, dude. 79 viewers. We just got raided by the homie JJM Jim, dude. He brought his crowd over. We got hit by the huge raid. You missed it, Meyer. But hey, you're here now. You get to hang out. Alright, so guys, we're going to be massaging uphill right now. This is the height I want to set to. The difference of this cliff side on this side is going to basically go from this side to that side, so I'm not too worried. However, I do need an incline from here up top. So we're going to try to set that up right now. Taking out the trash. Well, hey, man. Welcome back. And, yeah, we're all here now. So this height level is at the 122.98. That was because we did the math. Now, technically, from here to here and here to here, it's another halfway point. Hey, buddy, gotta dip out. We'll leave a lurk. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, Jim. I know it's, dude, isn't it, like, midnight over there? No, it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I think. So I know it's late. So, yo, do what you gotta do, Jim. Get that rest, get some food, get some snacks, check in with the wifey, whatever it is you gotta do. Have a good one, Jim. And thank you so much for, you know, entrusting me with your community. I'll take care of them the best as I can. And of course, guys, it's 11. Oh, yeah, yo, man. Late times over there. Everything's closed, right? At 11 o'clock. That's the one thing I hear. Everything in London closes early. But hey, have a good one, Jim. Appreciate the support. Alright, so now we're going to increase the height levels. We're going to go from here to here, and we're going to do another midpoint. So from here to here, we did a midpoint for the initial setup, and then we're going to set up another midpoint right now. In Vegas, everything just opens at 11. Nah, the pub is still open, I'm sure. Is it? Is the pub still open? Maybe it is, man. Maybe it is. I've never been to the pub over there. Alright, so here to here, that was about 17.5, right? It's because you're supposed to be at home having a cuppa in the evenings. Pixie Sticks knows. I see over there, Pixie, informing us of how it works over there. Alright, so I actually don't know what Brits do. Oh, what? I believe that. I believe that, man. I just got lied to. What's 17.5 divided by 2, guys? That's... what is it? That's 9? No. 8.75. So 8.75 is 98 minus 25, that's a 73. So 131.73. Okay. I'm West Coast Canada. I know, but you know, I believed you. You don't have to be Brit. Maybe you knew, man. Maybe you have family over there. I didn't doubt it a bit. I can't believe it though. They lied to me. I have faith. And you know what they gave me? They gave me hubris. I'm just kidding. I'm British then. I'm sipping on iced tea right now. I'm sipping on iced tea right now. Hey, Pigeon, the big 3-0. Coming in with the 30 months. Thanks so much, Mr. Pigeon. Welcome back to the city. Enjoy the emotes, the 20 days ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thanks so much for the support, dude. Pigeon, how are you? I see you today. How is the Mondays? You doing all right over there, man? Iced tea means you're a southerner. Iced tea. I mean, there's no ice in it. Does that count? There's no ice in it, though. Technically, no ice. I made hot tea and I let it cool down overnight. And then I just drink it in the morning. It's cold, yes, but I did not add ice. And there's no sugar in it. There is no sugar in it. I was in meetings all day today, was blah. Rocket League season starts again tonight. Hey, the grind begins. Pigeon. Guys, if you didn't know, Pigeon started off Rocket League. He didn't like it. He got bodied. So he gave the Rocket League Steam review 1 out of 10. At the time, he had 5 hours played. Today, Pigeon clocks in with a whopping 12,000 hours played in Rocket League. He's Diamond League as well, Masters. And you guys will catch him today. If you guys check out the Rocket League, he's going to be one of the opening league matches, right? Something. Cash rules everything around me, cream. But yeah, Pigeon's pretty awesome. I wish I had that many hours. Or famous, not recommended. Cthulhu knows what I'm talking about. Cthulhu knows what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to make a smooth decline, which is what we're doing right now. Alright, that's going to be a straight shot, and then that goes out 80, and that goes back up. We delete the rest of that. Nice. I have 3,194 hours on City Skylines. That's more than me. I have barely 3,000. You edge me out by like 100 hours, dude. I see you over there, I'm Meyer. I see you over there. I'm coming up on 6K. Yo, man, Jedi 2, you guys, man. I see you guys. Jedi's creeping up on Leader of the Monkeys. Wish I was closer to the 10. I see you over there, Jedi. I see you over there. I'm gonna have to leave City Skylines running all day. Dude, no, it's what you could do in cities is... So back in the day when I used to play vanilla, like 100% pure vanilla, there was a strategy where you would let your city run overnight so that you could make money to spend on building your city the next day. I'm just saying, man, there was strategies like that. So you gotta pump those numbers up. You gotta pump those numbers up, man. Dude, I don't know, man. Is this artificial vanilla then? This is French vanilla. This is French vanilla. You ever go to France and you have the cuisine over there and it's like, this tastes kind of different. But I kind of like it. That's French vanilla, baby. That's what it is. They gotta have that French vanilla. It tastes good. Nothing wrong with French vanilla. I like it. But that's that French specialty over there. They make things taste good. Then come back and my city's destroyed. See, that doesn't happen to me because I turn off disasters. See, I'm smarter than the average bear. And because of that, I learned from the mistakes. Stop getting bodied by a sinkhole right on your highway interchange. And no one else could move in anymore. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. And it really do be like that sometimes. March 15, yeah. There was a time I thought I'd catch her. Dude, Leader of the Monkeys, though, I feel like her stats is inflated. Because she has to load up cities an hour before stream starts. I would imagine that the majority of her playtime is from loading the game. Like, I hate to say that, but at some point, I want to say that's how it is. Like, she spends how much time loading the game up before she could even start streaming? Y'all know about that, right? She talked about that one time. Like, oh yeah, it takes me 30 minutes to load a save, so I'll turn on cities before I even turn on OBS. That's a thing, right? I remember that being a thing. I'm just saying though, man, if you count each day of the year That's the 7 years since City comes out. If you assume that she spent an hour loading up a save file every day from day one, that's 357. That's probably not even how many days in a year, times 7. And then that's an hour. That's what? 1, 2, 3. That's 3,000 hours right there. I rounded up. So don't check the math. It's about right. Yep. I'm just memeing that. That's hard memeing. Hello there, what's going on, Papa Marshmallow? How are you? We're working on smooth declining a highway right now. So we're taking a highway and trying to move it smoothly down the hills. But that's what's good. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to help out. But how are you doing today? Doing all right? Good to hear, man. $365 days a year. Hey, man. 1 + 1 is 11. Dude, don't check the math. I just said it, man. You take the derivative, and bam, that's the answer. Just pop in and see what's going on. Yeah, man, just building some roads. All right. So let's take some of the height. So right now we're at 122. We're at 105. So we're going to be declining a distance. I think I could set this, right? Like, this is nothing special. So I believe I could delete this. Right? And then I should be able to smooth everything out. So I do want to push this out slightly. And then we take the height. I think this is fine. So it's here to here. Yeah, that's not bad. So we're gonna push this out. We're gonna have our new slope. All right. Now, what we did before is, I think, what works. So we go out by 1,000, and then we go here to 1,000. And because that's how I drew the first line, this is going to be flush. So by doing this, this is the outside curve. It's a subtle curve. I am going to recurve it. And I think the curve length I'm going to go is... this is going to be an inside curve, right? So I could do it like that because this lines up, and then we could delete this and then just do the curve set. Yeah, I'll take this for now. That's a 10 because that's how it should work. And then it's a slight curve. So you go out, slight curve to the right, easy does it, and we continue going down straight. So we do a curve left, you go straight, slight curve to the right, that's fine, slight adjustment, and then we do another slight curve down here. I think that's going to be fair. Alright, so that's going to be how that looks like with the smooth decline. We're going to continue going smooth, though, as that's going to be the name of the game. Okay, so this was around 4,300. So we need to go from... I will have a segment here. This is 10, this is 10. So this 20-yard segment, 20-meter segment, I'm sorry, is going to be flat. And then from here, we'll start declining again. So this is going to have to be deleted. So we'll come in with the smooth tool again, or flattening tool again. Flatten down in between. I need to push this out because it's necessary. All right, so this is going to curve down into here. And then afterwards, we're going to build a single point urban. It shouldn't be too bad. And I do want to extend out the flat ground at the bottom. At this point, this highway doesn't matter. All right, so we need to have perpendicular setup. So I need to make a cross. That's going to be necessary. So we could use the cars over here as kind of a guiding line on how I want my straight line to line up. Now we could use this as a guide of going a perpendicular line to how I want the feed out to work. If I do the feed out here, which is the middle of our line that we drew, this goes out this way. And then the problem with this is that it's a little bit too close to the harbor, so maybe I don't want that to happen. The future is now. Look at these flying cars. What's going on, Mr. Hippo? How are you? I see you over there. How was the new week? How was the Mondays, my good sir? The future is now. The only thing is that the moment we turn on time, gravity is in full effect again, so some of these people might not live to see tomorrow. Especially this guy, man, on the 16-wheeler. He's gonna have a bad time. But don't worry, we'll fix them one of these days. Great, man. I hope you're well. Back from Phoenix and just trying to get back into the swing of things. How was the trip, dude? Did you have anything that you found over there that's a must-see? Like maybe it's a restaurant, maybe it's a event location that maybe they did something cool. But I'm curious. A lot of the times, man, someone goes traveling, dude, I gotta stock up on the ideas for if I happen to do that. So, I gotta ask, man. Any great takeaways? Old West feeling. So, they say Phoenix is hot. Have you seen that episode of King of the Hill? Phoenix is the town... What was that saying? This town shouldn't exist. This town is a paramount to humanity's stupidity. You saw that, right? Is it that hot? Is it that hot? where Bobby was just complaining to his mom, like, oh my god, I'm dying over here. When we left, it was 104 only. Oh god. Did the people who live there tell you it's only 104? I'm just saying, man, that's scary still. That's still kind of scary, man. I'm just saying. Only 104, huh? Seems legit. It's dry heat. Oh, that's tough. Death Valley's horrible. Yeah, I live close to Death Valley. It's not a fun time to be. Summers where I live is bad times. Oof. 2% heat. Oh, that's actually really low. People, man, did you smile and your lips cracked and start bleeding? I live in Phoenix here my whole life during summer. It's not uncommon for us to hit 118. Yeah, that's not bad. We hit 130 in SoCal last year during the peak of the heat wave. How about you guys, Royal David? I don't know if you guys got hit by that too. You guys were like right there, so I imagine it was something close that you guys had. I imagine you guys had a little bit more of dryness compared to us over here, since we do have an ocean. Yeah, I'm glad we left when we did. It's starting to get warm over there, dude, man. How do people like how do people live out over there, man? I gotta ask. It sounds like it's mad tough. It does, man. That sounds like it's scary tough. You gotta have AC, man. AC is the name of the game. But still, man, like, I don't know about you guys. Sometimes in the morning, I don't even wear my shoes and I'll walk out, you know, to the front of the house to grab the mail. So it's like, you know, just really quick. There's 2 steps outside on concrete, grab the mail, go back inside. I can't imagine doing that in Phoenix. I'd imagine I step on the concrete and my skin starts melting to the surface and it gets and it you know, man, like I step on, oh man, my feet's cooking. I step away, I start to smell something. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's that bad. I worked outside for a living, so yeah. Oh, that's tough, Royal David. That is tough. Do you have a particular theme in mind for the city, or just letting your imagination lead you? So I started off with letting my imagination kind of lead me to what I want to build. Initially, the map, I could even show you. Looks like this. We started off right here. This is the normal highway. This is where the railroad used to cut through. And then this is our starter city, which is right here. As you can see, we transformed it because I I didn't like how this looked, to be honest. It looks very, for lack of better words, generic, right? It doesn't look like anything unique. It looks like something that you just Googled and it's like, oh yeah, it's a city, all right. So I wanted some better distribution of the citizens. I wanted to come in with a better network for the roads, and then we came up with this. So we looked at the map first, and we saw that there was a lot of beach. So in the beginning, we did lead with the imagination, and then once I saw the height levels, basically the height level that we have up here, the 140 meter height, right here, you can see we're here 149, and this right here at 140, that was because that was the lowest I could bring my terrain down to because of my tallest water source. So right here, this lake right here, since it's so high up, I can't let that spill over. So because of that, I wanted to have the lake still be okay. So I wanted to terraform everything out. Now, once I got out to the ocean, though, I started running into the problem of something like this. Right? It felt like this is the ocean, and then my citizens were living up here. So when I saw that, I was like, that's very unrealistic. Unless that's a cliff side, you know? Like overlooking the cliff, you see the ocean and a long drop. So I didn't like that. I wanted to lower down the terrain down to the beach level. So I started playing around with terrain levels. So over here, I was thinking we have a top high ground, and then initially the ideal was we do declining tiers. So this is at 140, we'll drop down 10 meters each time. So 130, 120, 110, 190. Then I started to realize at 90 meters high, I'm still this high up, right? So I was like, yeah, if this is where my beach is and this is where the water starts, I don't think I really have a beach, right? Like nothing really happens here. So I lowered it even more, and instead of having a degrading tier or declining tier in height, I went for a strong decline instead. I sacrificed one of the tier levels to go down 30 meters in one go, and then have a gradual decline at the bottom. So we had a transition there instead. And then I wanted my industry to be in a pocket, which is why we had it over here. I thought about it, since this is the longest strip in terms of a road, this is going to be my main street, so to speak. So that's where my highway went, as that feeds through my entire city. Now, because of that, I thought, hey, that's probably going to be where the downtown needs to be. Because if that's going to be the main highway that services my city, you're going to want access from everyone in the vicinity, because everyone is going to want to work at the downtown. Highest paying jobs, that's where the offices are, right? So typically you're going to want to have something like that anyway, so that just fell into place. Once we got to the edge right here, I was like, hey, this would be a great spot for a harbor, as we have a harbor line right here for a ship. Once I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm set for that. I saw that it's, again, a terrain height issue. So I lowered this down as close as I can, because if I didn't, the harbor would have been elevated, and these bridges from the building doesn't actually line up with the ships properly. So because of that, I wanted to terraform everything to bring it so that it would line up. So since I forced myself to do that, I ended up playing around with a lot of elevation over here. We decline in the sunken highway constantly. And then we even have a loop at the end. And then that feeds out to our beach area. And then we have the beach houses. And then this is arguably the low tide, high tide area. This beach is only active during low tide, versus when it's high tide, you could argue that the water goes up the quays and the houses are safe because there's going to be no housing at the bottom. And that's going to be how the beach works. We also have a hillside that we're going to be zoning houses on, you know, kind of like the hills overlooking the beach. This is going to be where the rich people live, right? And then we'll have our shopping on the middle tier right here. Of course, this connects to the downtown hillside, which is why we have that bridge here. And then we're going to have some hillside housing over here, I think, because of the mountain. Typically, by the downtown, having hillside housing overlooking the downtown is usually where the rich people live. So I was thinking about setting that up. Now, once I set this up, I was thinking that since I have the industry here and the main road here, I need to have a highway here that feeds out to here. Now, the problem is that because it's industry, one of the problems you run into this is volume. At some point, you're going to have so many cars on your roads, you're not going to be able to really utilize the roads anymore because of the amount of cars and the sheer volume. So I wanted to split the traffic, where if the citizens were servicing the commercial over here, they're better off actually just driving on the 4-lane. And because of that, I didn't want everyone to be overloaded over here. That's actually the reason why this doesn't go straight through to go into this 4-lane, because that would make everyone still take this side. I wanted them to take the bottom half instead. Now, of course, I still ran into the volume issue, as you can see. There's a lot of cars. One of the other things I opted to do was a tunnel right here. This tunnel, again, just like how this services the bottom, is to have the industry in the back specifically, or even the trash pickup, to go take the tunnel instead to go service the people in the back, as that would be a more direct route to this area. And then potentially they could go straight across as well. But you want to have multiple routes, which is why I wanted to have the options for the industry. Now, once we got to that, it just starts to become a, how do I want to work with my terrain that I have around me, the mountains and whatnot. So right now at this point, we filled it out a good amount. I still need to add some more things, like I don't have enough proper zoning over here for some of the tall buildings. I don't have enough education. Well, I kind of do. I want to build something called IT clusters, but you need to have a highly educated population. And if you don't, you can't have workers there. So I wanted to rise up the education first. But yeah, that's how we got what we got. Now, right now, we have a little bit of an industrial area right here, and we have what's called a quarry. We're going to be mining over here, but it's not set up yet. I'm going to be doing a declining path that digs out a little bit of the area so that we could argue that it's going to be a quarry. And then we have the barracks of the people that work here going uphill. Now, I also wanted to do oil, but I didn't want to pump the oil in the same areas that we're mining the ore. So I'm thinking about having this highway come all the way out to here, and then do my oil pumping over here. And then that's actually why we're redoing this highway. So we're setting everything up so that we could have our industry spread out to this area, start pumping the oil, and then take the highway going back home. But that's what we're doing right now. And that's how the thought process went for the entirety of the city. For the most part, though, you could see a lot of grid. That's because I didn't want to think about it in the moment. A lot of the times, you just need to get a little bit of population out there so that you could tax them and so that they could live, simulate the traffic. So we put box grids everywhere in the time being to simulate how traffic would look like given the maximum efficiency. Now, although we say maximum efficiency, I got space right here, right? I could put another grid zone right here. So the thing with that is that at some point, I'm going to blow up the box grid and redo it so it uses up the terrain a little bit more efficiently. But this gives me a good idea of how many cars would be in the area if I were to have the population moved in. That way, I could gauge intersections. How many people use them? Do I need to make a better solution? Do I need something else? Things like that. So that's going to be the thought process for everything so far. Hope that helps Shirley Rocks. And let me know if you got any questions. Dude, it's 103 right now in Phoenix. Goddamn. Goddamn, man. It's hot. A little warm. Yeah, it's a little bit warm. That's nice. Oil refinery and ship offloading area will be perfect for that. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to be building the 4-way. I'm thinking this could be the harbor. And then I'm thinking we could do the oil pumping on this side. Or try to convert this into a proper beach where people could kind of go there and kind of use it as a beach. But because of how the game works, they're never going to actually use it as a park because there's no such thing as beach park. So I'm probably going to do a 4-lane so that I have the potential to expand on the left, but I'll have everything over here. I'm also going to do a path from here though. So this is the hillside mountainside path that's at the highest level of my city because you actually go uphill at this point. What I'm going to be planning on doing is I have a roundabout up top. That's where the 4-lane road ends. I'm actually going to have this connection from the roundabout go out this way and do a bunch of switchbacks, similar to how this is. And we're going to do that to go down to the harbor level. That means that if we do the oil drilling over here, they're not going to take this as a route going back because it's going to be too slow. The highway's going to be better. But if I have workers that want to work at that area, they could easily, if they live up here too, take the switch back downhill, down the mountain, and get to work. So I want to have multiple access again for something like that, especially if this is a cargo port and I have shopping over here. They could easily have the truck go uphill this way to deliver to the shops here, instead of doubling up on the highway streets. But yeah, a lot of road management thinking is going in to the build. Thank you. Really enjoyed hearing the thought process. Yeah, it's good to know sometimes how to plan things out, what to do in the situation. So glad it helped. And of course, if there's any other questions from anyone else in chat, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to help you guys out. Talk about what's going through my mind, the thinking process, or anything that you guys might be curious of. Especially if there's something that's going on that you don't know what's happening, as you might not understand how I'm abusing some of the mechanics in the game. Of course, if you guys didn't know, I like doing that. I take the game and I try to manipulate it the best I can to my ability, so that I get the results that I want to have. Okay, so this is going to be the highway. So... oh, okay. This is perfect. So this height right here, this is actually where I want the harbor to be. Thought process, right? So I raised it up 3 meters. 3 meters is the exact height you need to have a road go over another road. So that means I could have my 4-lane road that goes from the left to right underneath the highway that's going to be grounded. So that means this highway is going to be an overpass. And I think that's going to be great, because that means I get to have this be underground. Not underground, but at this height level, meaning that there's no ramp to get to this height, which means that my off-ramp and my on-ramp is going to be an incline-declining setup, but that's perfect for a SPUI anyway, so I think this is going to be pretty great. All right, so now I need to measure out some of the heights. So this is 200, 200. All right, so if we were to have this be, well, let me cap this off first. If I were to upgrade this, and I'm probably... do I do a 3-lane? I think I do. No, I think it's going to be a 4-2 still. Because I think what's going to happen is this is going to be a 2. Right? Because we're going to split it to a 2. That's what I think it's going to be. So we do that. Yeah, okay. That should be fine. So we need to have the middle point here be our first marker. So I don't need this. This is a 20. We only need the boxes at the end. So from here, this is going to be the midpoint. If I'm going to be here, this is a 5, which means this is a 5. All right, so this is what I'm going to need. So a 5 and a 5. So the reason why you need to do this is for the spacing. And that's probably going to be a 10 for the incline-decline. And then the last part's going to be the merge. We can probably merge it back from the back right here. It probably looks better. And how it's going to look is we're setting up the nodes so that we could force a diagonal to snap. That's all we're doing. And because of how we have the spacing from here to here is 5 units, everything else has to be the same so that we get a square. Right? This square right here is 5 by 5 by 5. And that's due to how we off-ramp the setup. So I believe if we have it like that, it's going to look something like that, except that's going to be an incline and the merge is going to come out of here. Something like that. So if we have it like that, we're going to have to do the same on this side. For the single point urban, of course, this street from here to here is going to go underneath everything. So some of those nodes are not going to matter. And then from here, it's really just a merge. How we want to do the merge off from here. Now, yeah, I don't want to merge like this. It's not a great merge. It's better off if I do something like that. But the problem with that merge is that that's not actually where I want to merge everything, right? Yeah, they're not a straight line. The game does not give that to you. So typically, I think it's something like this. And then it's not here, but here. 5. And that would force this to be a merge like that. And then this would be a 2-point merge like that. Or this would be a long 9 merge like that. Either way, that's going to be the merge I think we're going to want for the smoothness factor. That means we'll have to decline to that height. Now, of course, this is going to be on the side, declining, and this is going to go from the bottom level, incline up. And then that's going to merge in at ground level. Okay, that's not going to be too bad. I think this is going to be a half, meaning that at a certain height level, it's going to be grounded, and the moment we decline to here, the second half is going to be at ground level. So it's going to be a half incline setup, kind of like how our park flow ended up being. How the park flow was half elevated, and then at this half, we grounded it. It's going to be similar. I think that's going to be what we're going to want to do for the transition. That's going to be a little bit smoother. So we're going to want to do the same thing as we did here on this side, so we can look at the spacing. So this comes out to here, that comes out to here, delete, delete. We have to have this not here, but here, and that's a 5. Wait a second, that's off. So we want to go to the middle off, 5. Middle off, 5. And then here to here does not line up. Oh, this is off. Oh my god. Not here, but here. And then, yeah, 120. Because we merge here, and then that's here and here. So this lines up. Nice. Nice, nice. Just FYI, expecting a lot of truck traffic. Usually Port Harbor or refinery entrances have numerous lanes to support the amount of traffic, so it doesn't block other traffic behind it. Oh yeah, don't worry. This highway is going to be specifically for that location. It's not going to connect to anything else. So I don't think it's going to matter too much. Like, the amount of cars going through that area, if it's not going to be for the harbor, it's probably going to be very low traffic if it's not the harbor traffic. So I don't think it's going to be anything to really worry about too much. I see you though, Too Easy. I see you over there. Alright, so from here... Oh, you know what? This doesn't work. I just realized that. This doesn't work. And the reason why it doesn't work is I messed up. This is the line I have to merge to. Which means these two lines are not correct. There we go. That's how it works. Yeah. I messed up. Ah, damn it. Yeah. Man, I was looking at that. I was like, why does that look too wide? And I was like, wait, this has to connect to here. So the width of the roads need to be the same. I messed that up. But yeah, these ones right here need to move in. Kind of like this. You have to move it down a tile. I think that'll be fine though. So we still keep this, and then we do the 5 still. And then from here, we do the decline. Yeah. Okay, so... First things first, I want to get a midpoint. I want to see where the midpoint is, so that we could set that up a little bit smooth. So we'll box that. That needs to be gradual down. So let me do that, so that we get somewhat of a slope. We'll take the bottom line, that's a straight line, and I'll go out to 1,000. This will go out to 1,000. Okay. That looks like there's no midpoint. So it's here to here. That's my midpoint, huh? So we know that that's not in the middle of this line. It's offset to the left. But it's good to know that's where the line should be. All right, so we should actually determine the length of the turn. That turn was a very subtle one. Here to here is also pretty subtle. Maybe we do a 15. So that's what? 300, 380. All right, so from here to here, 580. All right, I can try to remember that. This one, I'll actually have a marker. So if the road is grounded, it should be the same. All right, so I will go here, give it a little bit of generosity, and this one's going to be close. So this is a slope tool. This gives you a guaranteed smooth slope. It's really nice.